Today we are installing and reviewing this Can-Am Bimini top, and is it really worth the money, and does it really keep you dry? Well, I don't know. It's raining and it's mucky, and we'll find out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the unboxing and installing the roof on the Can-Am. Now, the reason why I went with a Bimini top is, well, because I don't really like having a roof that much, but sometimes it's nice when it starts raining, when you're out on the trails or the dunes, especially when I have my kid with me. It's real nice to be able to just unroll it, clip it in, and you have the protection from the rain that you need. And then when it's nice and sunny again, you just roll it up, and it's practically like not having a roof. Even my Jeep stays topless almost year round, even with the snow coming down. For a second there, I thought, where's the rest of it? Because I didn't see that it's right here under here. This thing is actually pretty freaking light. I pulled it out and I thought that I didn't get the actual top, I just got the visor. But yeah, no, this is like the whole thing, and it's super light apparently, which is awesome. That is actually pretty sweet, the way it rolls up and it's out of the way, and it still protects you from the rain, which is absolutely awesome. This is everything that you get. You get a decal, hardware, some strappage, and some more strappage. One thing that BRP recommends is putting on a neoprene seal, but of course they don't include that, so we're gonna go ahead and install without it. So they show you to wrap it up the same exact way that they did, which is going under. I'm not going crazy tight yet. Ran into a small issue, just as I thought, the way that I have the rear light mounted. It's not gonna work. I had a suspicion that this was gonna be an issue the way that this is. So simple solution for now. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the brackets on the taillight so we can actually put this on completely and see what it looks like. Boom, YouTube magic. Light bar flipped. And there we go. That is a lot better. Sometimes you just randomly need a sip of beer. Nice and tight. Now, one thing I do have to mention during the installation of this is that the BRP instructions are atrocious. Number one, I think there should have been a neoprene seal with an adhesion promoter included in the box, which you don't, because you have to purchase a service kit to install it separately. That kind of sucks. And then the other part is that the way that they have this whole webbing situation figured out in the back is actually really kind of crappy. So I found a different way that actually works a lot better and prevents the straps from coming loose. The nice thing is they actually include a provision in the Bimini top to cut out for you if you are going to be running any sort of whips or light up whips. You can actually cut a hole. The Bimini top itself is not going to fray because it has a rubber insert exactly for that purpose. So for the thing that keeps your Bimini top in place, they have little spots where it clips in so it's not flapping around. Straps here that hold the plastic in place. This is what it looks like. It actually looks pretty decent. I wouldn't say it looks terrible. I wouldn't say it looks the greatest. I really love the look of aluminum roofs, but unfortunately it's hard to take off an aluminum roof when you want to cruise around without a roof on. So coming in at around 340 bucks, I feel like it's a pretty good deal for what you get. And I am definitely happy with the way that it looks, the way that it installs, and overall, it feels great. So, without further ado, let's get it to the dunes and see how it does. And just like that, we're at the dunes, and what a perfect day for it, because it's raining. So it was actually pouring all night long, and today it stopped raining for like 25 minutes, so we decided to head out on the dunes, but as soon as we did, it started raining again. The Can-Am was actually parked outside overnight, and with the pouring rain and the thunderstorms happening, it actually stayed dry on the inside, besides the edges of the seat from the wind blowing, and the inside of the Bimini top actually stayed very dry, which I was actually very happy with, because this is primarily what I needed the top for. Now, there was a single drawback that I wasn't crazy about, was the fact that the straps actually started coming loose after I got it up to about 70 miles an hour and cruising around. Eventually the straps would loosen up and you have to readjust it and stretch it back out, redo the Velcro in order for it to stay tight. The nice part about it was actually that it was a lot less noisier than I expected it to be. There was no rattling or crazy flappage going on, so noise wise it really wasn't bad. So in conclusion, would I recommend this Bimini top? Absolutely, and I'll throw the links down in the description for the two-seater version and for the Max. Overall, I'm very happy with the purchase, and it does exactly what it's supposed to do. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I will have more videos like this coming up. I will see you guys in the next video. Later.